What is opportunity cost? Well, according to the internet, opportunity cost is the loss of a potential gain from other alternatives when one alternative is chosen. My personal definition is the accepted risk and reality that for every definitive decision that you make, there will be cost and gains. And examples of this can be, should I go to university? Should I go to this university? Should I go to university in-state, out-of-state? All right, I need a job. Should I take this job or that job? For any of these decisions, there will always be some type of opportunity as well as some type of opportunity cost. Keeping everything simple, here are 3 tips that you can use to help you better choose the opportunities that mean the most to you, as well as avoid getting paralyzed by decision paralysis. Let's jump right in. Now, I'm not trying to scare you by talking about risk and trade-off. I just think it's important that we remember that we can't likely do everything that we want to do in life, and that's okay. We are only human. And this is where the pros and cons list come in because it's tried and it's true. It's nothing really fancy, it's nothing intricate. It's really you just listing out the pros and cons of your decision and making your choice from there. A good example would be if you were about to get a promotion to, say, be a team leader. Well, what would be some pros of this? There's higher pay, more influence over the team, greater benefits, more retirement savings, all good things. Okay, then what about the cons of this? There's the potential for increased stress, a potential for a work-life imbalance, less personal time, possibility of relocation. The pros and cons list, as you can see, is not all-encompassing. This is why I do recommend that if you can, sit down with someone that you care about and someone that you trust and have them go over the list with you or even create the list with you. It's a good way to use the pros and cons to really try to fine-tune your decision. The path of least regret is really a style of thinking that I like to refer to whenever I'm making decisions because it helps me choose the one that I'm happier with. Now, often as we grow and go through life and careers, we want to choose and have as few regrets as possible. Now, I personally don't believe it's possible to go through life and career and not have any regrets whatsoever. I do think it's possible to lower the amount that you will have. This is helpful in looking back and seeing if you made the right decision, as well as then looking forward and seeing which decision leaves you with the least regrets possible. And together with the pros and cons list, you can use it to get a more clear picture of opportunity costs as well as opportunities. And comment below, do you think it's possible to lead a life of no regrets or just one of fewer regrets? So we've been talking about opportunity costs, but I think it's equally important that you always consider the opportunities as well and everything that you would stand to gain. It's questions like, is there an option that puts you closer towards a long-term goal? Does one decision provide you with more personal fulfillment or happiness? This is why I think it's equally important that you consider everything you stand to gain from a decision so that way you have a more full picture of what lies ahead of you. And you always have to be careful about opportunities as well as opportunity costs in general because sometimes you choose options for someone else. Sometimes you choose options based on what you think others will think of you. But I think it's super important that you also, and more often, choose the option that's best for you. And ask yourself which opportunity pushes you further along and pushes you in the right direction. Opportunity cost comes in many forms. Maybe it's less time with friends. Maybe it's less time with family. Maybe it's less time for your hobbies. Maybe it's monetary. Maybe one choice gives you more money. Maybe one choice gives you less, but you get your quality time back. Maybe you have to move to a new city, or maybe you're excited because you want a new adventure. You have to be able to consider the pros and cons, which path leads you to the least regret, what you stand to gain, and what it all means to you. Keeping everything simple, check out my last video on 5 key habits that helped me accelerate my career as a young leader. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, and have an awesome day. I will see you in another video.